Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Drive. I am so excited to be back. If you have been following my journey, then you will know that I just had LASIK eye surgery, a LASIK eye procedure, whatever you call it. I just had LASIK last week on Thursday. And so today's Daily Drive is going to be slightly different. I am going to drop the Daily Drive in the comments for you in just a little bit. But today I am going to share more about the LASIK process and my LASIK journey just kind of as a whole. So I, again, will drop the Daily Drive in the comments so that you can still do that worksheet if you want to. But I am going to make sure that we are getting the LASIK information out, because a lot of you have asked me about the process, have asked me about the journey, and I am super excited to share it with you. And so I want to get to that, and I want to give you all of that information just to make sure that we get it all done. So I'm going to talk about LASIK and then drop the Daily Drive in the comments for y'all to do on your own, because I want you to get all of the information, okay? My eyes are still a tiny bit sensitive to light, so the lighting might look a little bit different. Good morning, Cece. Thank you for being on. The lighting might look a little bit different than normal because I didn't turn my ring light on. Usually when I get off of the Daily Drive, I have like a ring light burned into my eyes for like an hour afterwards, right? And so I'm taking it a little easy on my eyes right now, which I will get to. This is the first time I've worn this shirt, but I will get to my eyes. So I'm taking it a little bit easy. I haven't been in my office like all weekend, so I'm like fidgety to like fix stuff in here and get back into my creative space. But let me not ramble. I want to give you all of the information, but my eyes are a little sensitive to light, so I don't have my ring light on right now. That's also why we're not going to do the Daily Drive together. I'm just going to give you the LASIK information because my eyes are just getting tired a little bit easier than normal, which I'm also going to get to. So again, say hey when you get on. I am going to give you my LASIK journey. I do want to say that I was going to come on here and like smash my glasses because I hate them so much, and I'm so glad that I don't have to wear them anymore. But my lovely Facebook friends, I am so appreciative that I surround myself with the right people because my Facebook friends told me that I can donate these glasses. So I can donate them somewhere where someone who maybe can't afford glasses but needs them. And I was worried about these glasses because I don't know if you'll be able to see, but like they are real messed up. The lady at the eye doctor place like laughed at me. It took them forever to get my prescription to figure it all out. So we'll get to that. But anyway, I'm not smashing the glasses because I learned that I can donate them. So I'm going to donate them somewhere so that someone else can have glasses if they need them. Apparently places will fix them and change the lenses and whatever so that someone can have glasses. So not smashing the glasses, I'm going to donate them. Side note, if you've got glasses to donate, apparently Goodwill takes them, and some other places that I learned about in a previous post because my Facebook friends are awesome. So anyway, let's get to the LASIK. I do want to put out a quick disclaimer or just a quick note that this is like my LASIK process. This is my journey. This is my like thoughts and feelings and my reactions and whatever you want to call it. Like this is my experience with LASIK, and so it might be different for someone else. It might be different for you when you get into it. I am just explaining to you my journey, my process. So if you've had LASIK done before, if you've had corrective eye surgery, and your process has been different, or if your process has been the same, or if you have thoughts about the process, whatever, you are welcome to respectfully leave that in the comments. We can interact about it in a positive way. But again, this is my journey and like my thoughts and feelings about it. I was diagnosed with anxiety in 2010, and I was not wearing glasses at that time. I didn't grow up wearing glasses. I didn't have bad vision or altered vision until within the last few years. When I sort of worked in an office and typed all day long, it was before we really realized what the computer screen can do to your eyes. And so I didn't really take good care of my eyes. And as a result, excuse me, I developed astigmatism in both of my eyes. And I had to go and get glasses. I was not excited about it because, again, I did not grow up wearing glasses. My parents and I think my sister both wear glasses or contacts or whatever. And so that was their like eye thing, and I didn't have problems, with my eyes yet. And so when I started to kind of see like in double vision almost, I'm sorry, I need to fix this little like hanger strap that's on my shirt because I can feel it sticking out. But when I started to just kind of have like double vision, like I would read something and it would almost be like a blurry extra layer around it. Like if I'm looking at my notes right now and the first thing on my dry erase board, which hallelujah, I can read clearly from here without having to squint at it. Sorry, this is the first time I've done the daily drive since fixing my eyes. Usually I'm squinting at my notes because I'm taking my glasses off to avoid the ring light glare. So anyway, if I'm looking at the word welcome, which is the first thing on my dry erase board, before my eyes were fixed, it would be like cloudy and like I would almost see the word welcome like 3 times. It would be like the actual dark word, and then it would be like a cloudy layer above and below it and like cloudiness around it. Like it was just, everything was cloudy and like an extra layer. Driving at night really, really sucked. I didn't do it if I didn't have to. And it was about, I don't know, like 6 years ago or so that I had to get the glasses. And I'm sorry, I heard an animal noise outside my office door. But it was about 6 years ago that I had to get the glasses, and I was not excited about it. I hated the glasses every single step of the way. There was not a mindset thing that I could do. I tried. There was not a mindset thing I could do that made me enjoy my glasses the entire time that I had them. It was something that I never got used to. And when I learned that LASIK eye surgery is a lot more affordable now than it was sort of years ago when it first started, I was super excited about it. And so it is one of the things that I put on my 2021 goal board, my 2020 dream board, my 2019 dream board. I didn't really get serious about it until this year. And so I put it on my 2021 goal board. Let me see. I was trying to read it through the back. It's over here. We're going to cross it off together today. So I put it on my 2021 goal board. And then I just kind of started to do some research about it. I literally went to Google and typed in LASIK eye surgery, LASIK eye procedure, Richmond, Virginia, or whatever. I didn't bring water, y'all. And I found a place called the LASIK Vision Institute. It's not somewhere I had ever heard of. I didn't go to a second place or whatever. I went just with the first place that I found. It's literally right down the street from where I live. I live in Lakeside. If you're in the Richmond area, I live in Lakeside, sort of off of like Dumbarton, Hilliard. And so it's right down the street off of Forest Avenue. And so I went with the first place that I found that looked good. I looked up reviews and everything. And so I scheduled a free consultation with them. I had that consultation, my procedure was just this past Thursday. I had the consultation like the week before that. So it was a free consultation. I went in, they did dilate my eyes during that consultation, and I've only had my eyes dilated like once or twice. And so I was a little anxious about that, but they dilated my eyes. They laughed at my glasses. They checked my eyes. They have to make sure that you are a good candidate for LASIK. In other words, the vision problem that you have is something that can be corrected. So astigmatism can be corrected. And so that's what I had in both of my eyes. And so they did all of the tests and all of the stuff. I had to, you know, focus on the little tiny farmhouse out in the distance, and I had to read all of the letters on the chart that y'all, I couldn't see. Like, I don't know what the sizes and stuff are, but like I could not see the letters on the chart like below the like mid-size ones. Like it was bad. They were literally like, your eyes are so bad. And so they came back and they were like, obviously you're a candidate to get this done, right? And so I scheduled the appointment. They went through financing. We didn't pay for the procedure all at once. They did look at our credit and all of that stuff. So luckily we've been doing the things to improve our credit over the last couple of years. And so they looked at our credit and gave us the financing for it. We did put down a large down payment towards it. And so scheduled the procedure for Thursday. You can't drive to the free consultation or to the actual procedure, obviously. The free consultation, they're going to dilate your eyes. So luckily my dad is retired and lives right down the street. So my dad took me to the free consultation. My dad took me to the actual procedure on Thursday. And I was there for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. And the actual procedure was the last like 10-15 minutes of being there. It is insane like what they do and how fast they do it, because they want to get in and out of your eyeball space as quickly as possible. So that was kind of like the leading up to it. And I want to give you guys the process of it all. And then I want to get into the mindset of it all, because the mindset of it all is something that I really had to, or I really got to do work for, do work in my mind for. So I want to tell you about the process of it, and then I want to get into the mindset of it all. So the actual procedure, like I said, I went on Thursday at 10:30. They do wonderful with social distancing and with COVID regulations and all of that stuff. The person that drives you there is not allowed to come into the office with you. So my dad like went and ran some errands and then came back to get me. Blah, blah, blah. I can't talk today, I guess. And so, you know, they checked my temperature when I went in all of the time. I had to keep my mask on the whole time I was in there. The only time while I was in the actual LASIK office, the only time that my mask came off was when they were actually doing the procedure. They just needed to like lower it a little bit. My mouth was still covered, and everybody was wearing masks and whatnot in there. So again, if you guys are just hopping on, I see the number went up a little bit. Say good morning when you guys are getting on. I'm just kind of giving you my LASIK process, my LASIK experience. I'm just now getting into the actual process of it. So let me know if you're watching the replay, #replay. Go back to the beginning and you'll get like the kind of beginning pre-process. But when I got there, you know, I had my mask on when I went in. I was told to get some eye drop prescriptions filled before. Good morning, Katie. I was told to get some eye drop prescriptions. Good morning, Jordan. I was told to get some eye drop prescriptions filled before I went in. And so there were two that I'll get to in a second. There were 2 eye drop prescriptions that I had to get filled before I went in. I didn't do anything with them. I just brought them with me. And when I got there, they, you know, took me into, or I did all of the registration and all of that. And then they took me back into one of the rooms. They came back and again, just checked my eyes, make sure that everything was still the same. Everything still looked good. They knew what they were doing. And then I just kind of waited for a little while and they came back in and brought me the little hair cap thing and the little booties to put over your feet, which, side note, don't wear flip-flops. Don't wear sandals, don't wear slides, wear like tennis shoes, because it is not easy to walk around with sandals on and the little booties over them. But they gave me the little booties. They explained how everything was going to go. And everything literally went exactly how they explained it to me that it would go. I was laughing because it made me think about having a CT scan. If you've ever had a CT scan done, let me know, because they tell you it feels like you're peeing on yourself, but you're not really peeing on yourself. And it just had me laughing because like literally that's what it feels like when you get a CT scan done. And literally everything they said was what they did. It was exactly how they said it was gonna feel. So I went in to the like operating room or whatever they call it, and they check your eyes again in there. They put a couple of drops in for you. You don't do it. They put a couple of drops in for you with gloves on their hands. That is going to numb the eyeball, basically the like cornea, the top layer, and the eyeball. And so this is where I'm going to get to the mindset part of it all in a minute, because from here on, I really had to do a lot of self-talk, a lot of keeping myself calm, a lot of gratitude work in my head, okay? Because they put the stuff in your eyeballs to numb your eyes, and then they have a little cart for you to put your stuff down on. And then they help you get onto a bed. You lay back, and again, the bed had me thinking about when I've gotten a CT scan, that kind of bed. You put your head in a little thing, y'all, and they literally, this is like the part that still gives me the heebie-jeebies thinking about it. If you've been following my story, then you probably see the progression of my eyes. But they literally, y'all, clamp your eye open, your eyelid, clamp it open so that your blink reflex doesn't matter because your eyeball's clamped open. It's the weirdest feeling because you feel like you're blinking, you feel like your eyes closed, but like it's clamped open. And then they take it's basically like a suction. They're separating your eyeball, your cornea. They're separating layers and clearing out the astigmatism and then putting it back, basically. So they press a suction onto your eyeball, and it's there for a minute or two while they're cleaning it all out and you're seeing all of it. It's not something where like you're going to sleep. Like you're seeing it. You're not feeling it because they numb your eyeball, but you're seeing all of what they are doing and you're feeling the pressure. To me, it felt like when your eye is closed and like something is pushing, on your eyeball. I can't do it too much. Something is pushing on your eyeball while, I'm going to get to that, Katie. While, like if your eye is closed and something's pushing on your eyelid, it's pressure like that. The actual process didn't hurt at all. I didn't feel any pain with it. The only thing I felt, I'm going to get to that too, Jordan. The only thing I felt literally during the process was the pressure of them on my eye. Now, I will tell you, my right eye is a little bit more bruised than my left eye. And the doctor said that that's common because they do your left eye first and you don't know what you don't know what it's going to be. You don't know what it's going to feel like. And then you feel it and they get to your right eye, and like subconsciously I moved a lot. I swallowed, just my face wasn't calm and relaxed enough. And so the right eye took them a little bit longer. The helper or whatever, I don't know if an eye doctor nurse is called a nurse, like the nurse that helps the doctor, the eye doctor version of that. But the other person that was there helping instructed me to open and flex my hands like when you're giving blood. And that really helped to calm me down because it helped me think about that. And then again, there was a lot of self-talk in my mind of, this is what I want, all of the things. And I am a researcher. I did a lot of research on just the process in general. And for me, it's funny, Jordan, because this is where I want to get to the mindset part of it. So I'll get to the after feelings in a minute, but I want to get to the mindset part of it because this is what I don't want you to miss, okay? You really, really, really have to be or get to be in the right mindset for this process, because I can 99.9%, I'm like a DNA test, I can 99.9% tell you that I would not have done this process a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I would not have gone through it. And that's why it's been on my dream board and my goal board for the last few years, because it's something that I've thought about and that I've wanted, but it's something that you really have to be in the right mindset for. You have to be aware of your thoughts. You have to be aware of what you're doing. I can't even explain to y'all how many times I rub my eyes throughout the day. Actually, I can, because I've had to become aware of it and not do it right now. I rub my eyes throughout the day a lot, right? I am still pushing fake or invisible glasses up in the middle. I'm still reaching for my glasses on my nightstand when I get up. And so there's things that I'm slowly getting used to, but the mindset to fully go through with a process like this really has to be behind it 100%, okay? So I did the process and all of that. I kept my mask on again the whole time throughout the process. They had a little bag, which is on the table out there, I didn't bring in here. They had a little bag that had all of the after things for me. And when I got up immediately, I got to put on the sweet shades. And that's because just everything is sensitive. So when you first get up from it, you can see, but everything is blurry, like they didn't even do anything, right? Because your eyes are swollen, your face muscles are swollen, all of that kind of stuff, right? And so the eye drops that I got, one's an antibiotic and one's a steroid. And so if you have followed my story feed and seen the progression of my eyeballs, the right one was really red and bruised right afterwards, and the left one was, pretty bruised and brown. And so that's kind of what these are for. So they're in your eyeball, and your body doesn't like that, right? So your body is swollen, and this area is dry. The muscles are worked and tired. And so that's what these are for. So these I do 4 times a day, both of them, a few minutes apart. So it doesn't matter which one is when. You can see the only way I can tell that they're different is that they have caps like that, but it doesn't matter because I do one and then 3-4 minutes later I do the other one. So just as long as I'm making sure I'm doing both 4 times a day is great. And then they gave me some samples of some drops to get, and so I got the big bottle of those drops. These are just hydrating drops. I do these as often as I need to, up to every hour, because I need to keep the eyes hydrated. I'm going to do this as soon as I turn the daily drive off. I've already done these once today, so I'll probably do them again soon, and do these as often as possible. Now, the worst part of the entire process, hear me, if you're thinking about doing LASIK and you're wondering what it all is, the worst part, and again, this is my experience, okay, so you can respectfully put your experience in the comments if you want to. The worst part of the entire experience was probably about an hour after the process. So they tell you that when you get home to just go right to sleep and do it. Go home and go right to sleep. I got ibuprofen PM and took them as soon as I got home. I almost wish that I had taken it with me and popped them in the car when my dad picked me up, and maybe have been able to fall asleep a little bit faster. But the most painful part was about 45 minutes to an hour or so after the procedure, when I was already home. Because again, the actual procedure is the last 10 to 15 minutes. As soon as you're done and you put the glasses on and you go back to the front to get your little care packet, your person's waiting to pick you up and you leave. So my dad brought me home. I came inside, took my ibuprofen PM, and the pain then started to set in. I guess that's when the eyeball numbing stuff is starting to wear off. Again, about 45 minutes to an hour after the procedure, the stuff started to wear off. And so it was a little painful, but it wasn't pain like, it's not like somebody's like stabbing you in your eyeball. It's more so sensitivity. My eyes were really sensitive. I closed all the curtains before I left and turned all the lights off. And so my eyes were just starting to get really sensitive. I wasn't like emotionally crying, but I was just dripping tears down my face. Like I feel like I need to have stock in tissues because there's so many tissues in there on the table. But that honestly was the absolute worst part of the whole thing. And once the ibuprofen PM kicked in and I fell asleep, I slept for a couple of hours and I woke up, and you are told to keep, you're told to keep the sweet shades on all the time, inside and outside. First of all, you should stay inside. I literally stayed inside the rest of the day Thursday, all of Friday, and almost all of Saturday. And when I did go outside, I put these on. I kept these on for the first 24 hours. You can drive. I had a follow-up appointment on Friday that I could drive to, but honestly, if my husband had been off work or somebody, I probably would have gotten a ride because my eyes were really sensitive, even with the glasses on, to drive. So, hindsight, I would recommend someone taking you for your follow-up as well, if that's possible. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I put the glasses on, came home, went to sleep, and woke up, and most of the pain and soreness was gone when I woke up. It was, again, like I said, a sensitive, blah, 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 blah. It was more of sensitivity than pain. Side note, if y'all have seen Big Daddy, this reminds me of Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. It reminds me of the little kid that is all shy until he puts the sunglasses on, and then he can do whatever he wants. But anyway, the nap afterwards is probably the most important part. That took away a lot of the pain. I just closed my eyes and laid down. Now, this is the fun part. Katie, I don't have vision insurance. We actually got approved for credit through Care Credit, but I believe that it's covered, or at least partially, under some insurance. You would have to check into that on your own. We don't have health insurance, vision insurance, dental insurance, any of that right now on the list. But we got approved again for Care Credit. We put in a deposit and then we pay a monthly portion now, like any other credit card or whatever. So the after part, coming home and taking that nap, is crucial. I wish that I would have slept longer because my eyes were still pretty sensitive when I woke up. So we spent the weekend with the curtains closed, the lights off. If I did watch TV or use my phone, I did it with the glasses on. I'm still wearing the glasses even inside, just because the light is sensitive sometimes. I opened my front curtain for the first time yesterday and let some light in. I'm probably going to put these on when I turn this off just to give my eyes a rest. My face area and my eyes are definitely getting tired faster, easier right now, than they would before, but my face is still kind of healing. You can see I'm still a little dark right here. I don't know how much of that you can see, but I'll put some pictures. You can see there it's still a little bit. This one was worse. See it there a little bit. And so my face is a little swollen. I am taking ibuprofen. I'm taking ibuprofen PM to help sleep, because I will also say that a very hard part of this to deal with is sleeping. So I get to sleep in these. I'll spare you fully putting them on, but I get to sleep in these goggles. My husband now says, "Do you have your speed racer goggles on?" because I get to sleep in these goggles. The strap goes over the head, and you like adjust it to your face. It's got these pads and it's flexible, but it's not the most comfortable thing to try to sleep in, especially when you kind of subconsciously roll over onto your stomach and, you know, sleep like this kind of way. So it's like, you know, so I'm kind of not sleeping great right now. I'm using my gratitude practices. I'm using my sleep aid. I'm using my ibuprofen PM. I sweat a lot in my sleep, and so these get some moisture inside, and so it kind of wakes me up here and there a little bit. However, this is helping. You can see it's kind of got a thick pad on it. So what it helps with when you sleep is, again, when you might get some pressure or pushing right here, right? And then it's also going to keep my eyes from drying out. We definitely sleep with a fan on. It's going to keep my eyes from drying out. It's going to keep dust and things from getting into my eyes. I need to do some vacuuming today, and I'm really considering either wearing the goggles or the sunglasses just so I don't get stuff into my eyes that I'm kicking up from vacuuming. But like I said, I'm wearing the sunglasses often, even still. My eyes are still a little bit sensitive to light, so I don't have my ring light on. I didn't put my normal like face stuff on because I wanted y'all to see that it's still kind of a little dark under here. The doctor did say that over the first week to 2 weeks, so it's really cloudy still at first when they do it. You don't instantly wake up being able to see. You do wake up from that first nap being able to see a lot better, but it's still cloudy because, again, they're in your eyeballs. It gives me goosebumps, gives me the heebie-jeebies now to think back about them being in my eyeball, right? And so you don't instantly see everything as soon as you wake up. It's still cloudy for a little bit. That's what the drops, again, are for. I want to get, again, to some more information. But that's what the drops are for, to help with the cloudiness. But over the next week to 2 weeks, the cloudiness will gradually go away. And he did say that over the next month or so, it will continue to get sharper. My vision will continue to get sharper and better over the next month. I only have to wear these regularly for the first week to 2 weeks. These I'll probably continue to wear, especially because we're going into the summer and all of that. And so I'll probably keep these and start to get other sunglasses because I can wear them now. But like I was saying, and the doctor did say that I can go back to the gym doing light activity. The biggest things to worry about are sweat and straining. Like if you're lifting weights and like your body is straining, I can't strain my eyes like that, and I can't have sweat drip down into my eyes. So he did say that I can go back to being active. I just need to headband, sweat towel, all of that, and protect the eye area. I am going to go back to tanning, the actual tanning bed as well. However, I think I'm going to wear these for a little bit instead of the like little tanning goggles, just because I think that they'll push on my eyelid area too much. Anyway, those are random things. So afterwards, the very worst part was, again, that 45 minutes to an hour after the actual procedure, and I guess the numbing stuff was wearing off and my eyes were a little bit sensitive. So if you come home and go to sleep, take your ibuprofen PM or whatever sleep stuff you're gonna take, because it is a little hard to sleep in the daytime sometimes. Take whatever you're gonna take before you go, or maybe when they come and give you like your 15-minute notice or something, so that you can come home and go right to sleep. But again, the very worst part was the pain. Even after them pushing on my eyes and all of that, the very worst part was just that pain after the numbing stuff wore off. Again, like 45 minutes to an hour after the procedure. But I went to sleep and then I woke up and my eyes were sensitive, but that extra sensitivity was gone. And again, it's not a pain in the sense of like someone stabbing you. I wouldn't even say it's similar to like a tattoo pain. It's really just like sensitivity to just everything. Like when your eyes are extra sensitive to the sun and you kind of water up a little bit, it's like that, but all the time, right? And so just, you know, keep sleeping in your goggles, keep wearing your shades, keep putting your drops in, do the stuff they tell you to do. But the biggest thing for me was my mindset and getting myself there and understanding how I want to be moving forward, what I want to do with my life moving forward, the confidence that I want to feel. I have never once for 1 second felt confident in my glasses. If you followed my social media lately, I take them off for almost everything. I've never once for a second felt confident with my glasses on. And I can promise you, I can tell you from the bottom of my heart right now that even though my face and my eyes are getting a little tired and I'm probably going to go put my sunglasses on and lay down when we get off of here, I can read my freaking dry erase board without my glasses on clearly for the first time in 5 or 6 years. And I am forever grateful for that. Okay, the procedure that I got included the follow-up exam the next day. It includes a 3-week follow-up, which I already have scheduled, and it includes a lifetime guarantee. So if anything ever happens, I feel like it's astigmatism is coming back, or I go back for a follow-up at some point and they don't like the way it looks, it's all covered. Fixing it, doing whatever is needed is all covered in what we're paying for the original procedure. And again, this is with LASIK Vision Institute. I don't know about other places because this is where I went. And so the mindset of getting there, first of all, I really had to build myself up to that. And like I said a minute ago, I am like 99% sure that if I tried to do this a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, y'all, I probably would have had a panic attack in the procedure room and left, right? First of all, I wouldn't have done it because I wouldn't have been able to have someone there with me, right? I did this all by myself. My dad simply drove me back and forth, right? My husband was at work, and in fact, on Thursday, he was at work in Williamsburg, so he was far away, right? And so I did this all myself, other than my dad driving me back and forth to the procedure and the consultation, right? And so not only am I really grateful that I went through with the process, but I'm also confident and proud with myself that I did this, that I did this on my own, that I went through with the whole procedure, that I am enjoying the outcome of it so far. I can look around my space. This is my creative space, y'all. I have been dying to get back in here, and I can look around this space and read the things that are there. I have both of my degrees. I have some certificates. I have a thing right here that's teeny tiny writing that says a grateful thought towards heaven is in itself a prayer, and I can read it from right here. I can read every single name that's right here. I can read your comments without putting my glasses on. I can read stuff. I can see stuff, right? I get emotional when I think about it because not only does this allow me to have a little bit of confidence, but it just allows me to like enjoy life again. I did not enjoy life with glasses on. If you can imagine, and if you have glasses, you feel me, wearing your mask everywhere, right? Because that's what we have to do right now. Wearing your mask everywhere with, oh, this looks like, I'm going to close my eyes for this part, y'all, because these are messed up now. But if you can imagine wearing, and you got to do it like this, so otherwise you get fogged up, right? But just imagine this. It sucks. It's awful, right? It really inhibited me from enjoying our Disney trip fully, right? Like, look at how glistening I am just from like my face sweating, right? Like it's awful. And so I would rather in the mindset that I am in right now, I would rather go through with a 10-15 minute uncomfortable procedure than keep living in a way that I am unhappy. And now that we have the means for me to do that, I really got to bring my mindset up to speed with that. Because again, this is something that has been on my goal list, dream boards, whatever you want to call it, for a long time. And this is the first year that I'm going to cross it off, which is what we're going to do now. Because I love crossing these things off live with y'all and reminding you, letting you know that you can do it as well. Lisa, I am not going to put the total cost of my procedure out there just because I don't know if that's the same price at other places. I will let you know that we paid a $500 deposit to lessen our monthly payments, and the procedure itself is up there. It's in the thousands. And so I'm not going to tell y'all the total cost of mine just because it might be different somewhere else. I went to one place and I didn't look anywhere else, right? But we did make a $500 deposit so that our monthly payments wouldn't be as much, and we were approved for financing, so we're paying on it monthly. I didn't pay it all at once. But in order to be able to pay it monthly, we had to do the behind the scenes work to get our credit there, right? So anyway, I also realized before that I've gotten a haircut since I wrote this. So we're actually going to cross off 2 today. And what is today? I'm just going to put today's date on it. Uh-oh. Somebody tell me what today's date is. I only have the time on here. But I am going to cross off LASIK and getting a haircut because I got a haircut, got my dead ends cut not too long ago. So you're not going to be able to see this with pink, but I don't have a black one that works in here. I think today is the 3rd or something. I like to write the date on here just so I can remember. Thank you. I don't remember when I got my hair cut, but I'm crossing both of these off today. So it's May 3rd. Jordan reminded me. So I'm going to write 5/3/21, and there you go. So you can see I did this goal list a little bit at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021. And you can see all of the things that I've already crossed off, right? And y'all, that has come with a mindset flip. It has absolutely come with a mindset change. We have gotten our ducks in a row. We have started to live for ourselves. We have started to invest in ourselves and do the things that make us happy. I am so excited to get back to the gym and back to doing physical activity. I was gonna go to the gym this morning, but I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. My face was really tired, and so I just wanted to give myself another day as a break. I'm allowing myself grace. When I feel that my face can handle working out, I'll go do it. But right now, I'm allowing myself grace and the time to rest. I don't want to push my body. So anyway, crossing off things on the goal list is what we are focused on this year, right? And so I cross off LASIK, and I want y'all to know overall, I am so happy and pleased with my process, with my journey. I am so grateful for every single step. I am super grateful for the people that work at the LASIK Vision Institute. It was a very low-key process. Not a lot of things made me feel super anxious. I get to now be more aware of my thoughts and what I'm doing because I can't rub my eyes so much and all of that. But overall, you guys, my LASIK journey, my LASIK process, I am absolutely pleased with it. I am grateful for it. I am so glad that I went ahead and jumped in and did it. I am so glad that I got all of my butterflies together and went through with it. And like I said, if this were me a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe even 6 months ago, I probably would have had a full-on panic attack in the procedure room and left without getting anything done, right? And my dad wouldn't have been there, so I probably would have walked home, right? Because that's what you do when you're anxious. And now I have my mind in a place where I could talk myself through the process. I could calm myself down throughout the whole thing. And I'm so grateful for it. I'm going to go rest my eyes. If y'all have any questions about the process, let me know. I'm going to, again, drop the daily drive in the comments. Let y'all do that on your own because it is after 9:15 and I try to keep this a little bit short. If you are new here and you would like further information on unlimiting your thoughts, I do have a Facebook group that's just a small community of people that are working on unlimiting our thoughts together. It's a free group. You don't have to do anything, but let me know that you want to be there. I can add you. I am giving away this gently used but working Fitbit and a few other prizes right now to just my top supporters. So all you gotta do is join that and then engage there and interact there. You get these daily drives plus other content related to unlimiting your thoughts. And again, this daily drive is a little bit different because I'm just getting back into things after my LASIK process, and I just wanted to share that with everyone. So the daily drive, I will put in the comments, create your intentional thought. My intentional thought for the day that I got LASIK, for the day of the actual procedure, which was Thursday, my intentional thought for that day was that I am committed to my own happiness, right? And getting rid of my glasses and being able to see has really brought a lot of joy and gratitude to my heart. I literally wanted to cry when I opened my eyes and could really see. Again, it's going to keep getting better. It's going to keep getting sharper over the next few months or next month, couple weeks. And yeah, I've been really happy with the whole process. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to let y'all do the daily drive on your own. You can commit to your own happiness. You can commit to your own personal growth. You can fit it all into your day. You can be aware of your thoughts and you can take control of them. I am always grateful for you guys, my Facebook friends and family. That says friends. Maybe you can't read it. I was writing it really quickly. I'm going to put my sweet shades on and go rest my eyes for a little bit and then get back into my creative space because I've missed it so much. Let me know if you're watching this on the replay, #replay. Let me know if you have had LASIK done and if your experience has been different from mine. Make sure you turn on notifications for this and for Becoming Unlimited so you get informed and you don't miss any of this great information. If you feel like I missed part of the process in explaining it, let me know. Again, ask questions. I'm happy to answer them. The absolute worst part for me was the pain of about an hour or so after the procedure and then just trying to maneuver sleep with these goggles on. But other than that, I have these drops and I have loved it. So anyway, happy Monday. We will be back to our normal, regular daily drive with gratitude on Wednesday. If you get anything out of this content, let me know. Like, share, tag a friend, all of the things. I love y'all so much and appreciate you being here. I hope that my experience with LASIK encourages you to do something for yourself if that is the way you are feeling. Again, I absolutely love the process and looking back on it, I'm so glad that I got myself to the point of being able to do it. So I love you guys. We will be back to regular schedule on Wednesday with Gratitude Day. And let me know if y'all have any questions about my LASIK journey. I can see you now. I love y'all. Have an awesome day.